where you're having a Killer Mike song go up against Ice Spice Barbie World. And it's like, what type of, for best rap song, it's like, what are the standards here? Yo.
Check out the full podcast, link below.
Jay-Z speech at the Grammy. Yes, the Grammy
So he
Awards.
rocks up.
It was a nice, peaceful event. You know, there was nobody getting slapped. You know, it was, people were smiling, all good vibes. And then Jay-Z got on the stage. And, you know, still good vibes when Jay-Z got on there. But then he started getting irritated.
Talk to shit.
Jay-Z, he started talking that talk. And, you know, for the most part, I thought, you know, Jay-Z, when he was mentioning, you know, the Grammys, you got to get it right, you know, and make sure you do your due diligence to give the right artist nominations. I thought that was fine. But he did dive into parts where he said some of y'all should not have been nominated, which I thought. And he, you know, he had to. He even knew it was a lot because he said, let me stop. Yo, let me stop.
I don't know who he was referring to when he said that.
I think this is one of those topics where it's literally mixed reviews. I've heard just as many people say they liked it as just as many people saying they didn't like that. Mm-hmm. You know, so
for sure.
Where are you? I'm going to start with you.
I didn't have a problem with the speech. I liked it. It was a bit confusing. Mm-hmm. The speech was a bit all over the place, right? Like if you watch it in its totality, he made a couple of different points. I think his main point was to say that the Grammys doesn't get it right, and we would like for y'all to get it right. That's the main point. The heart of his point was to reference what Beyonce, his wife, the great Beyonce, has been through, right? Number one Grammy winner, won the most Grammys in the history of the Grammy history, and yet has never taken home the coveted Album of the Year award, right? Of course, there have been arguments. Like I think 100% think she got robbed. Lemonade should have won over Adele. It's not even a debate. Like to be honest with you, I don't even think there's an argument on the other side. It's so bad. Adele said, "Yo, Beyonce, you should have won." Like when the other person has to give it up like that and say that, it's egregious. It's a subjective award, right? Mm-hmm. This whole process is apparently very subjective. So at the end of the day, human beings are going to get things wrong. My overall thing is this, though. Having the most amount of Grammys, to me, is not a reason for you to get the Album of the Year award. I hear the argument that's being made, like, oh, how could you have the most Grammys? That don't mean that you should just automatically just be having all of these awards from the categories that you probably want the most. Do we care about the Grammys or not? I think this is the heart of the discussion here, that artists will try to act like they don't care, but they really do care. Drake not showing up to the Grammys saying, yo, this don't mean nothing, da-da-da-da-da, I don't care about the Grammys. But then if he would have won, or if he was a winner all this time, would he be saying that? Yeah. Not sure. Killer Mike made no mistake that he's been gunning for a Grammy this entire time. That's what he wants. To me, like, I do not believe the Grammy that rap should have its own category. And plus, I also think there's this racial element where black people within rap feel like they've been underserved, and therefore let's go out and let's create our own platform where we all can acknowledge ourselves. I don't think that's the right move. I think that there needs to be change within the platform that we all care about, which is the Grammys. Yeah. I get some people don't care about the Grammys, but look, more artists did not say they care about the Grammys. So therefore, is the Grammys, having the most Grammys, does that actually mean that you should have this Album of the Year? Like, where is Jay-Z really going with it? Because I see his point, but I don't think it's a solid point at the end of the day, because it's a subjective award. At the end of the day, we need more people who know about the culture and whatnot in those rooms making those decisions.
The Jay-Z speech, you talked about this. People think it was really planned. I think it was very all over the place. So he started talking about how Will Smith boycotted the Grammys. And because it wasn't aired on live TV, and I was waiting for Hove to come around and be like, and I can't believe it wasn't aired tonight. He never said that. And people were like, but he meant that. I'm like, I don't think he did. I don't even think he realized that it wasn't aired on the live TV, because him and Beyonce showed up late. So I'm not even sure. I don't even know if Hove knew that, but I can't believe it wasn't aired on live TV. It makes no sense to me. I feel like
No
maybe not the
sense.
smaller categories, but like hip hop album of the year, I feel like that's a major award to give. But the issue with the Grammys is inconsistency. That some years the highest selling album is the one that wins. Some years, like this year, it's the Killer Mike. It's the more poetic, lyrical, introspective album that wins. And it's like there's some awards where you're having a Killer Mike song go up against Ice Spice Barbie World, and it's like what type of for best rap song? It's like what are the standards here? Like
What's the criteria?
The Grammys has so many issues, and I think hip hop deserves to be nominated for it more. And I also talked about this. Hip hop albums are never nominated for album of the year, which makes no sense to me, because these pop albums, they're great. Most of the artists don't write the music for it. Like they have writers doing it.
Point.
And all respect to Miley Cyrus, and I'm sure she has hands in writing the songs, but To Pimp a Butterfly losing the Taylor Swift album, like that's like one of the most important albums of any music genre ever. It won a Pulitzer Prize.
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, that was Damn.
That
did.
Damn?
Technically.
Oh,
But-
Yeah, it was Damn. It was
Okay.
Damn, technically. But
yeah,
everybody
point holds.
thought, everybody was like, yo, why did that one get it, but To Pimp a Butterfly didn't get the Pulitzer Prize?
Yeah.
That was weird.
It's
Yeah.
so much inconsistency with the Grammys, but it is the main award show at the end of the day. People are like, we should give more awards, like maybe the
100%.
BET Awards. At the end of the day, it's just the Grammys have certified themselves, and
It's the Grammys.
they need to get voters who are specifically maybe in the hip hop world. I thought No ID was trying to help with it. That might be wrong. I'm not sure if No ID.
Yep.
But people throw out like JID's The Forever Story was not nominated for rap album of the year last year. I'm trying, but like Jack Harlow's and DJ Khaled was. All respect to them, but like, why is a DJ Khaled album being nominated over someone who actually wrote every bar of their album? Like the Grammys obviously loved this Killer Mike album so much, he swept the rap awards. So why wasn't it nominated for album of the year? I'm not saying it should have won, but
It should have been at least nominated.
how is the best rap album not in the biggest genre in America? How is rap album of the year not also debatably the album of the year? That
Yo,
makes
that's
a good
you
point.
bringing up structural issues.
You know, to answer your question directly, does the Grammys matter? Yes, it does. Grammys for your resume is the best thing for your resume, whether you like it or not.
Get your number up.
Whether you respect it, it gets your number
Can
up.
raise that price.
It gets, for instance, Killer Mike's album, right? I did a review for his album. Right after it won a Grammy, views just spiked. It just went high up. The one thing that people got to remember about the Grammys is that this is the best of the best most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best of the best. So I actually felt bad because Taylor Swift 2 times, Kanye, Beyonce should have won.
Yeah.
Right? For
Yeah.
I forgot what album that was.
The difference.
And then now,
I was like, the difference between that one was that was like an 18-year-old girl at the time who had like just won Best Music Video.
exactly.
It's like Kanye. Like,
exactly.
I get your point. But let
Exactly.
the 18-year-old girl have like her biggest
Let
moment
her-
of her life.
Exactly. So, but for Taylor Swift, it happened twice. Kanye did it to her, and then Jay-Z did it to her. It just happens to be.
Her win, yeah.
I just think it's just not. Taylor Swift just doesn't sit well
With people.
with.
I
Like Taylor Swift winning awards doesn't sit well to people.
I think the other side to what some people think about the Jay-Z speech was he was saying has the most awards in this entire room, but she's never won album of the year. On the other hand, people are like, she's won all those awards and you're still complaining. There's people in this room who have never won the award. Like, there's not that much sympathy for you.
It tells you what he, and maybe even because you think, I mean, Jay-Z's speaking for his wife. That's his freaking wife. Like, I would assume that they feel the same way, right? Like, he going up there, they got to be talking about this in the background.
Yeah.
So it tells you, like, okay, there's a more coveted category that is at play here. And I believe it's really that album of the year.
Of course, the
that's
album
the
of the-
one that's really
That's
the conversation
coveted
here.
one. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, these are all really good albums. We have to
Yeah.
remember that these are all really good albums. And there's Taylor Swift. Probably, I don't know if she deserved that. I actually didn't listen to that.
Yeah, I
album.
don't know.
But the problem with the Grammys is it's just, especially for that album of the year category, it's what are you looking for? Like you mentioned,
Yeah.
Adam, are you looking for introspective? Are you looking for pop culture, penetrating pop culture? Are you looking for deep production? It's always going to change. There's never a right answer to things like
Yeah.
this.
So being nominated
There was
is just it. is a prize in itself. They said
It's-
that you have a top 5 album of the year. That means a lot because a lot of
Exactly.
people didn't get nominated for top 5 album of the
Exactly,
year.
exactly, and I think that's the thing that we got to take away from what Jay-Z said. I agree with everything Jay-Z said, but at the same time, like, it's just one of the best albums.
There just needs to be better or more diverse ears in the room to make more sound decisions. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they get it wrong most
But
of the
they're
time.
gonna get it
They get it wrong a good
They
portion
will
to where
get it
they
wrong.
need to. But you can never
You'll
stop.
never get it right.
But you can never stop getting better as a committee. Like, that's an
You'll never
ongoing
get it-
thing.
you'll
You get what
never
I'm
get
trying
it
to say?
right. The funny thing is, everybody complains about Grammys. BET has got it wrong.
Yeah.
MTV's got it. Ice Spice won Artist of the Year, new Artist of the Year over like some other really big. No knock
You
on
talking about
Ice
for the Grammys?
Spice. MTV,
Oh, yeah.
but it's MTV, so people's not really paying
Yeah.
attention. Every single award show gets it wrong.
Yeah, people were.
So
I saw some people were very mad Victoria Monet won Best New Artist at the Grammys, and other people are like, she's been writing Ariana Grande's songs for 10 years. She deserves this. Some people are like Noah Khan.
you know what I mean?
Like this country artist, they're like, he was robbed. Like, yeah.
exactly.
It's-
You're never gonna get it right. So like this whole notion that
Well, you're never gonna get it right. But like, let's be real. There will, as long as people are making music and they're making great music at that, there's always gonna be a flip side. Meaning somebody's gonna believe they got robbed. So if that's what your overall point, yeah, sure, you're never gonna quote unquote get it right. But there is a way you can have a specific set of criteria, stick to it, and and actually tell people this is the criteria. And then you vote accordingly. I think there's a way you can get it more right than
Yeah.
they've gotten it.
you want them to get a selection that won't cause uproar.
No, I don't care about that.
That's what you care about.
I don't care about that.
Because
I just feel like they kind of just delegitimize hip hop a little bit by not nominating it for Album of the Year. It's like, we'll give you a little hip hop award before the show, but you guys aren't going to be nominated for like the big one.
yeah, I agree.
That's a whole different discussion,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
I
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like,
Yeah.
I thought what they did to Killer Mike was a disgrace. I get it. Maybe he committed a crime, maybe, but that was a disgrace, bro. Like, we gotta be honest.
Arrested.
Listen to the full episode, link below.